Scottie Barnes, Scottie Barnes, Scottie Barnes. That is all that Raptors fans manage to just talk about nowadays. The hype train is growing, and it is growing fast and furious. That was not an intentional Fast and Furious reference. I don't even like those movies. But nonetheless, hey everybody, it's JJ Buckets. I would assume you know that because you see the name when you click the video, but nonetheless, thought I'd introduce myself anyways. And we are here to talk about, get ready for it, Scottie Barnes. I mean, don't get me wrong, love Scottie, but it just seems like that is all everybody can talk about of late, and that is very clearly going to hold true here, as that will be the topic of today's video. And before I get into it, I told myself I'd never do this, but with the way YouTube algorithm works nowadays, I almost feel like I have to. Before I really get into things, please just make sure to drop a like on the video. It helps the algorithm out a lot, and it takes like half a second. It goes a huge way for me, so thank you in advance. I really appreciate it. Other than that, let's talk about Scottie Barnes. Now, I'm gonna preface this with, I love Scottie Barnes like crazy. His energy is just so fun to watch, and just, I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. And don't get me wrong, I'm prefacing with that, and I'm not about to go into like a hate rant or anything. I am about to go into a rant, but not a bad one, I guess. So, Scottie Barnes has looked good in the Summer League. He has looked good in the preseason opener for the Raptors, and fans are absolutely ready to jump on all of this and just get hyped, get excited. I have seen Scottie Barnes apology forms already coming out. I have seen fans, and this one's a little crazy to me, which I will further elaborate on, talking about, you know, letting Scottie run point guard and kind of already being ready to kick Fred VanVleet to the, I don't want to say to the curb, but, you know, get him out of there to make way for Scottie Barnes. Or alternatively, I've seen similar discussions of Pascal Siakam, but I think more recently I've seen a little bit more Freddie, which is interesting to me. Regardless, I've seen talks of him being a future Hall of Famer, which I'm not saying he can't or can't be. It's just, wow. things are ramping up really quickly in Raptors Nation here. And in the words of the great Aaron Rodgers, for those of you that also follow football, I feel like I just have to come out and say it. RELAX. Relax. Look, I mean, I bring back to the whole thing of, I love Scottie. Scottie is such an easy person to like. Just his characteristics and his attitude and his personality is so easy to be drawn to. But God damn it, we are not even into the regular season yet, and we're having some of these talks like this. Wow, and I can't believe I even really need to say it, but it's preseason. It's Summer League. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. I think that's just the main point that I'm gonna drive home here is, listen, Scottie Barnes has looked good in the action that we have seen to this point, but I think a little perspective needs to be had on this whole situation of, we're watching Summer League games. We're watching preseason games. We haven't even had a lick of relevant and important NBA minutes in which the games actually matter, the rotations are actually filled with, you know, the normal rotations that teams would run in meaningful NBA games. I guess that's kind of the whole point here, is that we have not had any meaningful NBA level minutes yet. and somehow it feels like the hype train is already off the rails. Yeah, just yeah. Listen, Scottie Barnes gives Raptors fans a lot of reason to be excited. I think the things that he has shown is ample enough reason to believe that he can be a very good player, potentially great, potentially, you know, all goes right, a superstar player, you know, with the Raptors development. I fully understand all of that, and I am here for it, and I hope that in a best case scenario here, he becomes the best player, the second best player, third best player, whatever from this draft. But it's preseason, bro. God, just again, like, I'm here for this hype train, but I'm not here for this talking about, you know, seeing NBA proven talents like Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam just being shipped off or just kicked to the curb to make way for Scottie Barnes. I love Scottie Barnes, but I will say it one more time and I won't repeat it further. It's the preseason. Not only that, it is one game so far at the time of this recording. Again, I know he's looked good. He's looked good, and hopefully this is the kind of, like, this kind of play can translate to, you know, proper NBA minutes, and hopefully he will be good out of the gate, better than advertised, at least at the time of the draft, and he will take to the NBA immediately and just be somebody that can be a long-term starter, potential star for this team. I wish all of that on him. I don't want it to be misconstrued as the fact that I don't. I am just not ready to have these discussions when we have not had one meaningful minute of NBA basketball. I think that is my main thing that I want to say here. And I feel like I've reiterated that a couple of times, but genuinely I do really mean it. Again, I'm sure the Raptors are going to be a fine team this season. They look like they have a lot of good potential when it comes to some of the new pieces that have come in here. But overreacting to, you know, some of the results that we've seen so far, which don't mean a thing, and talking about, you know, shipping player A, player B, player C, and going all in on this core of, I don't know, let's say, or like this front court of, like, let's say off the top of my head, like OG, Precious, and Scottie, just because we've had one preseason game where it looked really good against the Sixers team that didn't have Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, if he still plays for them. I don't even know what the hell is going on there, but you get my point. We Raptors fans love our players, and I feel like that's where a lot of this is coming from, although it is really weird because, you know, it feels like loving one guy in this case in some of these discussions is coming at the expense of another player. So it's weird. But all I'm saying here today is relax. Let's cool it a little bit. Let's wait to see this happen in the regular season. I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying let's cool off a little bit. Yeah, damn. I think that's more or less the video. It was one of those videos where, being completely, you know, cards on the table, I feel like I've said that a couple of times in recent instances, videos, whatever, I guess. Cards on the table. I didn't fully know the direction I was gonna go in today with this video, but this is where I arrived of, I love the energy that Raptors fans have. I love the passion the Raptors fans have. But let's just dial these overreactions to meaningless minutes back a bit and just wait to see this product when the games count. I guess that's my final message here before I jump into the usual outro of like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. All those things go a long way. Liking the video takes like a half second and it makes a monstrous difference for the actual video itself. Subscribing is great for me because We all know that I want to hit 1K by the end of the year. Very reasonable, well on its way. It's just, I still need some help. So if you're new here, do that for me. And tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel about all of this, I guess, preseason hype, summer league hype, all of that. Are you fully bought in, despite the fact, I guess, that we haven't really gotten to the real NBA action yet? Or do you kind of want to be somewhere, I guess, where I am right now, where you're excited, but maybe, just maybe, you aren't ready to, put the crown on this team and this rookie, despite the fact that we all love him, just yet, because it's preseason. Yeah, this was a video. This was definitely a video. I think that's gonna do it for me today. I will see everybody next time. I'm out.